How's it going, everyone? This is Dad in the City getting to you with a new video. Today's video we're going to be talking about this power box that I have here. My power box that I use for right now ice fishing. It's hopefully going to be my power box that I use more often for camping and other activities. I'll show you real quick some of the features that I have in it, and you guys can let me know what you guys think. So right here, what you guys see is I actually have a ram mount set up on this one. I also have some of these banana plugs or banana connectors. I think they have different names. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons set up on this. I do have a master. I'm actually going to be, you notice this hole right here, I'm actually going to be replacing that or adding a voltmeter. And the voltmeter that I'm going to be adding is this one right here. Okay, that originally was actually for my transducer connection. I just didn't like how it was sticking out from there, and I'll show you how I fixed that. But I also have the USB, and this is the one that actually has the voltmeter. So I turned it over just so that you all can see. So when I turn on the master, we notice how the USB turns on and it shows the voltage for the battery in there. But what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm actually going to insert it here, since I did not like the actual plug for my fish finder transducer coming out from there. What I do have in here also is I actually have some lights, and I've used those on a different box. This is actually part version 2 of my first box. I don't have that box with me. I'm actually working on that, and I'm giving that one up to a friend. But I did want to have this universal mount, so that way I can actually put my fish finder there, or I can put a tripod for my GoPro on here. This is my connection for the transducer. It turns on. This one here is actually for the banana cables. And then this one here, one thing that I did like, you notice right now there'll probably be a little glow coming from there, and I'll show you. What I did is I actually had some LED strip put around here. The only thing I'm having difficulty is that it doesn't stay all the way, so I'm constantly having to just press it when I open it every now and then. It's not like it's falling apart or anything like that, but it is, you know, tends to get loose. I don't think the adhesive that was on here was the best, but for right now it works. This is kind of like my project one that I'm gonna be working on. Notice right here there's a little notch, and that notch is actually for where my transducer cable comes out from now. So what I do is I just bring that out, and I need to put some foam on here so my battery doesn't move around so much. Here's the attachment. The mount comes out. My transducer that I'm using right now for ice fishing, this is what this is. It's pretty much an ice fishing box. Comes out together. They both fit perfectly in that hole. I have my fish finder. I use a Lorenz Hook 3X. It's a good unit. I'm still new to fish finder, so I'm constantly looking at videos and learning more from it. I've been definitely trying to learn more from it, especially for ice fishing. I can use this on my boat, and I can almost figure it out pretty well now. But for ice fishing, it's something that I'm learning. Extra storage in here. So right now, like I said, my battery moves around just because I don't have anything else in here. I've been working on it. Some lights just so that I can put in my fish house. And this is how I arrange my cables. So I did get a, I don't know if you can see it in here, a fuse box, and that one has enough for 6 connections. Everything has a Dixie chain set up from the negative. Okay, the negative is the one that Dixie chains all together, and it all kind of meets over in my negative terminal for my banana cables, right in there. But I'm gonna be making a couple little modifications to that. So I'm gonna turn off this light, cabin light on, off, close it back up, and I'll show you how my mount attaches. So what I did for mine is that you just set it up. I have it loosen this up a little bit. Grabs on perfectly. Loosens up. That mounts, I can rotate it however I want. And you know, however I need it set up, that's why I actually do like this mount. Lower it so you guys can see it when it powers up. So I just adjusted my camera angle a little bit more. But this is the beauty about these wrap mounts, is that once you move it around, you can lock it into place. So I'll connect this in here. So it all comes out from one spot. The top is nice and clear. Master's on. If you notice, if I turn on the power, nothing happens. That's because I do have a switch for it. So I'm going to turn this on. You'll see the light turn on. So now it's live. So now when I come back in here, if I press, there we go. It's set up. Okay, if anything happens, I have a fuse on it, so that way it, you know, the battery is protected. So are my electronics on here. This case is not waterproof. It is sealed. It's an ammo case, but I would say this is water resistant. You know, I've had some ice land on it. You know, these buttons aren't waterproof by no means. So, I mean, stuff can happen, but that's why I've actually added that. And that's why I've added the fuse box that's in here. A shout out goes out to JDS Outdoors. Actually, he's one of the videos that I saw, and I did like how he was using his box, and then he started adding a fuse box to it. So as you can see, this is the box right now. Like, I am going to just modify by adding this voltmeter, and the reason I'm actually doing that is, like I said, I'm working on my original box and giving that to a friend that also ice fishes with his wife, and you know, they're a real kind family, and I just wanted him to have that. It's also one of my older fish finders. Someone sold to me fairly cheap, and I've kind of stuck with the Lowrance brand, not to do any promotions or anything. In this box, like I said, I'm still modifying it, so I am working with how I'm arranging this. This is why nothing's permanent yet. Otherwise, what I'm probably going to do is Velcro this battery in place once it's all set up. A couple of little things that I didn't mention is I do have a USB cable in here in case I need to charge a phone or anything like that. But for now, we're going to work on installing that voltmeter. We're going to remove the old one that has the voltmeter. I have one that I'm waiting. We're going to remove the voltmeter that I have now with the USBs. I have one that's should be arriving in the next couple of days, so that way I can install that one in here. That one doesn't have a voltmeter, it's just a USB, and that's it. Okay, so I've now installed the voltmeter on here. Like I said, my USB will be gone, so that one is now not active. So you'll see when I turn it on, my voltmeter turns on. I had this a while back and just never got to using it, but I do like the color, kind of matches the handle. For here, I just used an X-Acto knife, or sorry, not an X-Acto knife, but just a blade, a workman's blade to cut through the plastic. It's not a thick plastic at all. So I just was able to put it in, cut it out, and that was it. My USB is now not active. So if I try to turn that on, my lights are still working. Okay, my internal lights still work in here. But then my USB no longer works because that used to be connected to the master because I did want the voltmeter. So now that it's not active, once I get the new one, I will be replacing it. And hopefully this would be a power box ready to go. Like I said, everything still works. And like I said, till next time, thank you very much. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any more ideas or thoughts, please put them down in the comments below.